Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Very good afternoon. So today, the last hour, right? It's very difficult to sit for you. I know. So I will cover very less portion. Okay, very few portion I will cover today's class, and remaining portion everything we'll see in the next class. Next class is morning, right? Saturday morning. So during that time we'll study. We'll see the remaining portion. So today just we'll go through the remaining few portion. Okay, few portion. So I can understand your difficulty. More from morning to evening 5 hours is very difficult. I know. So based on the syllabus or based on the timetable I have to do. So you have to listen. So I will do very little portion. Okay, is it okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Abhilash and Samram. What about Samram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Samrit. Interact, just interact. Samrit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What? Yes.
Less portion.
Okay.
We'll cover.
Then. Okay, Sharvari.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Joyson.
Sir, no problem.
Uh, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, problem is there in this module.
Uh, you will explain, no, sir, that problem.
Okay, okay. Aromal. Aromal.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Present, right? Okay.
Yes.
Nikhil Shetty is not there. Nikhil Shetty. Binish.
Yes, sir.
Present.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what about Nikhil Shetty? Hmm? Is not there? Is no answering. Sibin.
Present, sir.
Present. Okay. Then who else is there? Anybody? Akila. Akila.
Yes, yes, sir.
Present. Okay. Okay. And Nikhil Shetty is not there, right? Nikhil Shetty. Okay. He is not able to answer. No problem. Okay. We'll see some of the portion. So last class we already discussed about the drawing operation. Okay. So this PPT is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this drawing operation we already seen in the last class. So and embossing and coining and some of the bending operation also we studied in the last class. Okay. So today's class will discuss about some more some more types of theory portion. Okay, so like different types of dice and press what device is which device is used for pressing and all will studies today's class. Okay, so before that we'll go through the last yesterday's portion. So yesterday's portion is this one, right? So this is drawing operation. So this is knockout and die and blank holders, and this is punch. Okay, this is punch. Initially the sheet metal is placed above the die. Okay, sheet metal is placed above the die, and this knockout is just giving support to the die. Okay, knockout is just giving support to the sheet metal. Then this blank holder along with punch is moving downward direction. So blank holder is nothing but pressure pad. So pressure pad, what is the function of pressure pad? Anyone? What is the function of pressure pad? Anyone?
To hold
So
the sheet metal properly.
Yes, good. Okay, the pressure pad function is to hold the sheet metal properly. Okay, hold the sheet metal properly and applying pressure. Okay, with the help of pressure, it will hold it properly. Okay, then downward force is acting with the help of this punch. Okay, so with the help of this punch, downward force is acting. At the same time, this knockout is also moving downward along with this sheet metal. Okay, knockout is also moving downward along this sheet metal. Then once the operation is finished, this blank holder as well as punch is moving upward. At the same time, this knockout is also moving upward. You will get the required shape in sheet metal, shape in sheet metal. So this operation is mainly used to produce container or cup shape, okay, in the sheet metal. Okay, so this is the drawing operations. All operation will be carried out by either pneumatic system or hydraulic system. Okay, so cup shape or container shape you can produce with the help of this drawing operation. Okay, next one is embossing operation. Embossing is nothing but just giving design or decoration purpose. We are using this embossing operation. The function is same. So the required design should be there in die as well as punch, and sheet metal is placed in a die, and proper holding device is required. Either you have to use the stripper or else some other holding device is required, or pressure pad and all. So then downward force is applied with the help of punch, and sheet metal will be deformed, and you will get the required shape in the sheet metal. Okay, you will get required shape in the sheet metal. That operation is called as embossing operation. That operation is called as embossing operation. So it is this operation is mainly used for decoration purpose. Okay, decoration purpose we are using this operation, embossing. Next one is coining operation. So what is coining operation? So you can produce the required dimension, required impression of coins. Okay, so gold coin is also we can produce with this process, or else your day-to-day life we are using some coins, right? Okay, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, that coins also produced in this method. Okay, so the process is similar here, die as well as punch. Okay, so here die as well as punch is there. Okay, so this is lower die and upper die, so both are having the different impression. So this is lower part of coin impression and upper part of coin impression. Okay, upper part and lower part both are different, or it may be same. Okay, based on the requirement. Then that the coin portion is placed in above the uh, die. Okay, so this is die holder, and that sheet metal is or that coin part is placed above the die, and lower part is moving upward direction, and upward part is upper die is moving in downward direction, so that both produce impression in the die. Both will produce impression in the coins, and you will get the exact impression on the coins on either side of the coins. Okay, so this is the method to produce the coin operation. So here lower die is moving upward direction and upper die is moving downward direction. So and it will give impression on the coins, and you will get the exact shape in the coins. Okay, exact shape is nothing but exact impression. Okay, so this coining operation is mainly used for a small volume, not on an entire sheet, but embossing operation is used for entire sheet. Okay, entire sheet. This is coining operation is used for only for small portion. Okay, small portion. So next one is trimming operation. Trimming is nothing but removing the extra portion. So the extra portion of sheet metal is placed above outside the die, and this trimming tool is moving downward direction and cut that extra portion. Okay, so then here the pressure pad is using here called as die pad, and below that this is called as die. Die is not shown here. That extra part of sheet metal is placed outside the die, and during this trim tool is moving downward, that extra portion of sheet metal will remove. You can remove easily, and you will get the exact size of sheet metal. So this is called as trimming operation. For trimming operation, proper holding pressure is required, so that holding pressure will provide by die pad. Okay, die pad will provide the proper holding pressure. Any doubt? Any doubt in trimming operation?
No, sir.
Okay. So next one is shearing process. So shearing action take place. So shearing is nothing but here the lower, this is die and this is punch tool. So punch tool is moving in opposite direction of the die. Okay, opposite direction of the die. So during that time, what happened initially, that sheet metal is placed above the die, and the proper holding device is also required for if the size of the sheet is very big or small. Okay, then this punching tool is moving downward direction, so it will remove the extra portion. So same as trimming. So shearing is nothing but what? Shearing is nothing but rubbing action take place between workpiece as well as punching tool. Okay, rubbing action take place between working as well as punching tool. So deformation, crack formation take place in the start or end position of the tool, and it will extend only when this punch is moving down, extend. Okay, punch is further moving downward, that deformation of the metal will be enlarged. Okay, deformation of the metal will be enlarged only when this punching tool is moving downward direction. Then at a end, the all sheet metal will be deformation take place. This is the shearing process. Initially small crack will be formation in the sheet metal, starting position as well as ending position of the sheet metal. Then later on, the formation enlargement take place. That formation, deformation, enlargement take place. So, okay, so this is the shearing process. So very simple. Okay, shearing is nothing but tool, a punch tool is moving in opposite direction. So punch tool is moving in opposite direction. So normal process. So sheet metal is placed above the die and punch tool is moving downward direction, is nothing but downward force is applying to the sheet metal. So during that time, deformation of the sheet metal will start. So during that time, here ending portion as well as starting position, crack will be started, and further movement of punch downward direction. So that crack will enlarge take place and separate that sheet metal easily separate from the workpiece. Okay, so next one is, this is new concept, the power press. So what is power press? Okay, so today's class we will discuss about this power press. So what is power press? Everything. So this is the bed. Okay, so bed will made up of cast iron material. Why? Because this is very strong material. It can hold all the weight, whatever weight is there during the power press, it will take, so that it is made up of very strong material. And baluster plate, so this will just giving support to the workpiece. Okay, so baluster plate will give support to the workpiece. And this is ram. So ram is just giving support to the punch. Okay, so this is punch and ram is just giving support to the punch. Okay, punch. And this is flywheel. So the flywheel function is to store the energy. Okay, so the usually how what is the function of motor? Tell me, anyone? So what is the function of motor?
Converts electrical energy into mechanical.
Correct. Good. Okay. So convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. Electrical energy into mechanical energy. That is the function of motor. So that motor is placed inside this C frame. Okay, C frame. So it will convert if you switch on. So that motor will rotate. So you already studied about IC engine, right? So what is the full form of IC engine? Internal combustion engine. Okay, so in internal combustion engine, so how we can convert that rotary motion into reciprocating motion? So crank will be rotating, right? And how we can convert that crank motion into piston movement? Anyone? And also we studied about reciprocating pump. There also crank is rotating and the piston is moving. So that is because of crankshaft. Okay, crankshaft will convert rotary motion into reciprocating motion. Connecting rod. Okay, so connecting rod is placed inside this frame, and also along with driving mechanism. Driving mechanism is nothing but motor. Okay, so motor is connected to crank, and crank is connected to connecting rod. Connecting rod is connected to this one. Okay, this is called as ram. Okay, connecting rod is connected to, this is called as connecting rod. Here you can observe, this is connecting rod. Connecting rod is connected to ram. So because of connecting rod function is to convert rotary motion into reciprocating motion. So during that time, during forward motion of the ram, uh, this fly will store some amount of energy. During forward motion of ram, it will store some kind of energy, and that energy is utilized to return stroke. Okay, during return stroke, this stored energy is using, that is the function of flywheel. So flywheel store some amount of energy during forward movement of ram, and that energy is utilized to return motion of the ram. Okay, return motion of the ram. Okay, so this is called as power press. Understood, right? So how it works, if you switch on the motor, so motor will rotate, so motor will connect it to crank. Okay, crank, with the help of connecting rod, we can convert that rotary motion into reciprocating motion, so that this ram along with punch is moving downward direction. It will press, okay, is nothing but applying lower force, a downward force to the metal. Then metal will be deformation take place, then it is moving upward direction with the help of flywheel energy. Okay, so this is called as power press. Okay, this is called as power press. Understood? Power press, understood, right? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I move to next topic? Okay, so I will move to next topic. So next one is types of dice. Okay, types of dice. 3 different types of dice is there in your syllabus. One is progressive die, compound die, and combination die. Okay, progressive die, compound die, as well as combination die. So today's we'll discuss this topic and wind up the class. Okay, so please concentrate. It is very important. Till here is there for your first internal. Okay, understood? Till here, understood? The types of dice is also there for your first internal, and along with one portion is there, that is stripper, that I will cover in the next class. Okay, stripper portion, that is very simple. Briefly I will explain today itself. Okay, so first one is progressive die. Okay, progressive die. So you just see the sketch. One is strip is there, punch holder is there, and blanking punch is there, and guide pin is there, and washer. You will, at the end you will get the washer. So the progressive die, you can perform several operation, is nothing but a blanking operation, piercing operation, punching operation, so many operation you already studied, right? So in this process you can perform the several operation in a single stroke, but in different station. Okay, this is first station and this is separate second station. Both are separate station. Okay, station 1 as well as station 2. It is similar to that of railway station. Okay, different station is there, so you can perform several operation. Here you can perform which operation? Blanking operation. You can perform blanking operation, and here you can perform the piercing punch. So piercing operation you can perform in a single stroke. Single stroke is nothing but one movement of the punch, one movement of the punch, but both operation are at a different station, are in different station. Understood? So this is the working of progressive die. So you can perform different several operation in one stroke, but in different station. That is the progressive die. Okay, the how it works. Okay, how it works. So this is called as stripper. I already explained. I will explain later that what is stripper and how it works, everything. And this is the stripper plate. Okay, this is stripper plate. Okay, so and I already explained, this is bolster. So bolster function is to just giving support to the workpiece. Okay, just giving support to the workpiece. So this is the workpiece. Okay, so this is the workpiece. Okay, strip is nothing but workpiece, and strip plate, what is the function of strip plate? So proper holding purpose, we are using stripper plate. Okay, we are using stripper plate. And here you can observe the two different punch. One is blanking punch and was second one is piercing punch. And this is a punch holder. So holding purpose, we are using this punch holder. Both blanking punch as well as piercing punch is attached to this punch holder. And this will apply downward force. So this is strip is nothing but workpiece. At the end you will get this type of shape. Okay, at the end you will get this type of shape. So here the removed workpiece is called as a useful work. In blanking process is same. So removed workpiece is called as useful work, but in piercing the removed workpiece is called as scrap. Okay, removed workpiece is called as scrap. So here removed workpiece is called as washer. Okay, washer you will get in this process with the help of this blanking operation. And then the piercing operation, that removed portion and hole will be created in the sheet metal. Okay, so this is the working principle of progressive die. Understood? Progressive die, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, shall I move to next topic? So you just see the video. Okay, so then you can easily understand the concept.
Welcome to the video tutorials of Mekanis Miller. This video is intended to show the working principles of progressive dies. The progressive die shown in this video is used to produce washers.
So this is piercing tool and this is blanking tool. Okay, piercing tool and blanking tool. So piercing removes.
Each stroke produces one washer. This is accomplished as follows. When a new strip is loaded to a press, the first stroke punches the inner hole of the washer. After this stroke, the strip advances to the position where outer rim of the washer is to be cut. In the following strokes, while the washer is detached from the strip, the inner hole of the next washer is being cut. During the punching process, the inner hole scrap and the washer is discarded from the bottom of the press at same time. Special precaution should be taken not to mix scrap with the washer. Also not shown in the animation is that this dies require a strip stoppers to make the strip stop at the precise location, so that the hole of the washer is perfectly centered. To accomplish this, the pilot located on the washer punch aligns the washer hole with the washer punch to center the hole. Modern servo-controlled feeders might eliminate the need for the punch stops. To get a better understanding of the cutting operation, it's beneficial to show a top view of the metal strip. As you can see, when the strip advances to the cutting position, the washer and the center hole is cut with a single stroke, but the washer produced in 2 strokes. Progressive dies are much simpler design-wise, but require more precise manufacturing methods. It usually operates much faster than similar purpose compound dies. These dies are also more expensive to manufacture. The number of pieces to be produced should justify the additional expense. I hope you enjoyed this video.
So this is the application of progressive die. Progressive dies are used where higher production rate are desired and the material is neither too thick nor too thin. Okay, their use helps in cutting down the material handling cost. Okay, so what is that progressive die? So in a single stroke you can perform 2 operation, but 2 operation you can carry it out in different station. Okay, that is progressive die. Okay, that is progressive die. And also in first operation you already seen the video. So first operation piercing and second operation is blanking. So piercing is just nothing but just creating hole. Okay, so creating hole. Okay, that removed part is called as scrap, and next it will move to that strip is continuously moving to the next station. So next station what happened, that blanking tool will remove the metal, so then you will get the exact shape of washer. Okay, so whole process you will get the washer. Okay, piercing is just to remove the metal, and blanking will remove some quantity, that is called as washer part. Okay, washer part. The blanking operation is nothing but removed part is called as useful work. Piercing operation is nothing but you just creating hole in the workpiece. Next, combination die. So combination is nothing but it is mainly used to produce the cup shape drawing operation. You can produce this combination die. So here the die lower part, so required shape of design is required, and the sheet metal is placed above the die, and here blanking punch, this is blanking punch, and this is drawing punch. Okay, two tools are using here, so it is name given as combination die. In a single station you can perform two operation. In a single station, single stroke, you can perform two operation, so it is name given as combination die. In a single stroke you can perform two operation, so here drawing operation can be carried out. So this is the combination die. So here this is blanking punch. Blanking punch function is to what? It will remove certain portion, okay, in the sheet metal. Then this drawing punch will be moving further downward direction. You will get this required type of product, cup shape of product. Okay, so that initially blanking will remove certain portion, so that removed portion of sheet metal is placed above here, okay, in this here, and this drawing punch will applying pressure to that sheet metal. Then that sheet metal will be deformed and you will get the required cup shape. So this is the combination die. Understood? Understood, right?
Yes.
Combination is nothing but blanking punch along with drawing punch. Okay, blanking punch will remove certain portion in a sheet metal, so applying downward force, so that certain portion of the sheet metal will cut. That cut portion will be present here, in here. Then this drawing tool will applying force to that sheet metal, so that you will get this cup shape. Okay, you will get this product. Okay, cup shape of product you will get. So this is name given as combination die. Okay, so name given as combination die. Next one is compound die. Next process is compound die. So compound die, here you can see, so here piercing punch and piercing die is there, along with blanking punch and blanking die is there. Okay, blanking punch and blanking die is there, piercing punch and piercing die is there. You just see the part, at the end you will get this type of workpiece. Okay, so this square will you can remove, square you can remove with the help of piercing operation, and whole thing you can remove by blanking operation. So blanking as well as piercing operation here you are carried out. So this square part you can remove with the help of this piercing punch. Okay, piercing punch, and whole this circular part you can remove with the help of this blanking operation. So here you can observe, this is piercing punch. Okay, piercing punch, and spring is using here to backward motion of the piercing punch, and this blanking die. So blanking die you can observe here, and one is scrap strip. Strip is nothing but after the blanking process you will get extra portion. That extra portion is called as scrap strip. Okay, so next this is called as piercing die. Okay, piercing die, and punch holder. So this is punch holder and this is workpiece. Okay, this is workpiece. Okay, so you just see the process. This piercing punch is attached to punch holder. Piercing punch along with blanking die is attached to punch holder. Okay, punch holder is connected to piercing punch as well as blanking die. So this piercing punch and blanking die and piercing punch along with the stripper is moving downward direction. This is stationary. Okay, piercing die is stationary. So this punch holder is connected to piercing punch as well as blanking die, both are moving downward direction against the spring force. Here spring is there and here also spring is there. Okay, so against the spring force, this both piercing punch as well as blanking die is moving downward direction. So during that time, this square portion will be cut in the sheet metal. And at the same time, you can observe the piercing die here, as well as blanking punch. So blanking punch as well as piercing die both are same. That will be remain stationary. So this will lift the workpiece upward direction. So you will get the round shape of workpiece at the end, round shape of workpiece along with square shape hole. Okay, so round shape of workpiece you will get along with square shape of hole you will get. So this is this process is called as compound die. Okay, compound die. So initially certain portion of the sheet metal will be removed with the help of piercing punch. Then you will get a circular shape of workpiece with the help of blanking punch. Okay, blanking punch, you will get the circular shape of workpiece. So circular shape of workpiece is removed with the help of blanking punch is nothing but removed workpiece is called as useful work, and here removed workpiece is called as scrap. Okay, removed workpiece is called as scrap in piercing punch. I hope all of you understood. So you just see the video, then you can easily understand. So
Welcome to the video tutorials of Mekanismuller. This video is intended to show the working principles of a compound die. The compound die shown in here is used to produce washers, a round metal piece with a round hole in the middle. The compound die produces the washer with a single stroke. When the ram descends, first it squeezes the metal strip in between the pressure pad shown in yellow and the top die. When the ram continues descending, a round washer is cut with the red bottom punch and the top die. During the squeezing and cutting process, the top stripper stops descending due to the contact with the red bottom punch. This exposes a smaller punch at the top. Since the ram continues descending, the small top punch cuts a smaller round piece from middle of the washer. This scrap piece falls down from the opening in the red punch. As soon as the scrap piece is cut and cleared from the bottom die, the ram begins to ascend. During this process, it brings the strip back to its original position where the punched washer is. Then a feeding mechanism, not shown in the animation, pushes the strip forward for the next operation. While the strip is advancing, the processed washer advances with it, in the opening where it was before the cut. As soon as the strip reaches a position where it cannot hold the washer in the groove, the washer falls to a container located next to the punch press. At this point, the cycle restarts. If there is a danger that the washer may stick on the stripper, push pins should be added on the stripper to prevent catastrophic failures. To understand the cutting operation much better, it would be beneficial to show a top view of the metal strip. As you can see, when the strip advances to the cutting position, the washer is cut with a single stroke and placed in the groove where it was before the cut and carried away with the strip. Compound dies are usually used for producing simple pieces. Since two or more operations are performed in one punch, the press stroke is longer. The longer stroke reduces the number of parts produced per minute. These dies are also more expensive to manufacture. The number of pieces to be produced should justify the additional expense. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and give a thumb.
So next portion is stripper. So stripper plate is function is to hold the workpiece properly. So two types of stripper is also there in your syllabus, fixed stripper as well as spring operated stripper. So this is fixed stripper. Okay, so fixed stripper, and this is spring operated stripper. So diagram with the explanation is required for the exam. So till here is there for your first internal. Okay, till here it is there for your first internal. Fixed stripper, how it works, this is stripper. Okay, so and strip is nothing but workpiece, and fixed stripper, this is fixed type of structure. And because during the downward force of the punch, so it is remains stationary. Okay, this fixed stripper remains stationary, and metal will be deformed. So during a backward motion of the punch, that remaining portion of sheet metal will not be moved along with punch. Why? Because this stripper will close the punch, close, there is no gap between fixed stripper as well as punch, so it will avoid the tool, avoid the workpiece is moving along with punch. So this is called as fixed stripper. And spring operator stripper is nothing but same thing, punch holder is there, and this is tool. So tool is attached to punch holder, stripper bolt. So this is moving against the spring forces. So once the operation is finished, automatically that tool is nothing but punch tool is moving upward direction against the spring force, against the spring force. So stripper plate will hold the workpiece properly. Okay, hold the workpiece properly with the help of spring force. Okay, once again I will explain in the next class. Okay, so I hope all of you understood the three different types of dies. Any doubt in the three different types of dies? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any doubt? Okay,
No, sir.
so what are the portion we discussed till now? Anyone tell me? So
Shearing
how much?
process, power press,
So
types of dice.
okay, okay, so in module 5 we completed the three different types of shearing process. Okay, sheet metal operation, three different types of sheet metal operation. One is cutting operation, bending operation, and drawing operation. Okay, these are the three different types of sheet metal operation. So then after that, which topic we covered? So embossing as well as coining operation we discussed, and trimming as well as shearing process also we discussed, and different types of dies we completed. Okay, so this portion and stripper, different types of stripper. Okay, so this portion is there for your first internal. Please note down. Okay, please note down the shearing sheet metal operation. Three sheet metal operation, what are those? Cutting operation, bending operation, and drawing operation. These are the three different types of sheet metal operation. Then embossing and coining, trimming as well as shearing process, embossing and coining, and trimming as well as shearing process, these four concepts. So then types of dies, progressive die, combination die, compound die, and stripper, two types of stripper. Okay, fixed stripper and spring operated stripper. These concept is there from the from the fifth module for first internal, and module 4 full. Okay, module 4 forging. What are those? Forging, rolling, then extrusion, drawing operation. These four concept is there for a first internal. So then remaining portion in module 5 is one is variable of drawing operation. Okay, then some formulas. After that some little problem is also there. Okay, problem. So that concept will discuss in the coming classes. Okay, so any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, for other students, any doubt? Danush,
No, sir.
Danush, Danush,
Sir?
any doubt?
No, sir.
No? Okay. So Anvesh,
Sir, no, sir.
Anvesh,
No, sir.
okay. Then Srirag, Srirag, is not there. You just answer at attendance. I will put attendance. Aromal, absent.
Yes, sir. Present.
Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, Abhilash.
Yes, sir.
I'll, okay, Abhilash, I don't know. Akash,
Yes, sir.
Akila,
Yes, sir.
okay, Amal,
Yes, sir.
Joyson, Nikhil,
Yes, sir.
Nikhil, absent, huh? Sambram,
Yes, sir.
Samrit,
Yes, sir.
Sharvari, Tivikrama, Sharvari,
Yes, sir.
Tivikrama is not there. Okay, Srirag, Anvesh just now answered, right? Okay, Vinish,
Yes, sir.
okay, Dhanush or Jaswin,
Yes, sir.
Prajwal,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, guys, we'll see in the next class. So have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.